Inti. Kitchen night sound of dishes clanking softly. ELARA, 30s, elegant but tired, is loading the dishwasher. Her phone is propped up on the counter, displaying an incoming video call from Chloe, 20s, her younger sister, who is beaming from a sun-drenched resort balcony. Chloe on screen, slightly echoing. And that's the final head count. Honestly, I still can't believe it's all coming together. Thank you. Thank you again for the wire transfer, ELARA. It covered the difference for the open bar. You're a lifesaver. ELARA forces a smile, her expression tight. ELARA, it's fine, Chloe. Happy to help. I know how much you wanted the full Turkish experience. Chloe, waving a hand dismissively. Experience, schmexperience. It's about memories. Anyway, about the final guest list. It was so hard, but we had to make some brutal cuts. Small venue, you know? ELARA stops pushing a plate into the rack. A knot of dread tightens in her stomach. ELARA cuts? Chloe giggling, completely oblivious. Yeah, Cousin Mark, the Peterson twins. And, well, I had to cut entire households. ELARA slowly turns to face the phone, her hands now resting on the counter. ELARA, Chloe, what are you talking about? Chloe, a dramatic sigh. Oh, ELARA, don't be like this. The invite is only for me and Ben. No kids, sweetie. It's an adult-only reception. Destination wedding rules. I thought I made that clear. ELARA, voice low, dangerous. You did make the no kids rule clear. You did not make the no me rule clear. A beat of silence. Chloe's smile falters. Wait, what? Of course you're not coming. I only budgeted for immediate family. And look, you were so generous with the money, I figured you wouldn't want the added stress of the travel. It's just too much. ELARA laughs, a short, brittle sound that holds no amusement. ELARA gave you a substantial sum of money. A sum that, by the way, I was saving for a new family car. And you think I don't get an invite? The person who is partially funding this lavish adult-only affair? Chloe defensive, her voice rising. Don't make this about money. It was a gift, a wedding gift. ELARA, it was an investment in a sister's happiness and a trip I was looking forward to. Did you think I wouldn't want to be there to see you walk down the aisle? To feel like I'm a part of your life? CLOE, eyes narrowing. You are a part of my life, ELARA, but you are also an adult, and you can handle a small disappointment. Besides, you have those two little monsters to worry about. They would just ruin the vibe. ELARA's jaw clenches. The little monsters comment stings. ELARA, they are my children, Chloe. Your nephews. Chloe rolls her eyes. Fine, your nephews. If they really want to feel included, tell them to Google Earth the window of the venue. It's the closest they're going to get. The words land like a punch. ELARA stares at the screen. The beautiful Turkish view behind Chloe suddenly looks mocking. ELARA simply, okay, Chloe, confused by the sudden calm, okay? ELARA said, okay, Chloe, enjoy your wedding. ELARA reaches out, her hand shaking slightly, and ends the call. The screen goes black. She stands there for a long moment, the silence of the kitchen deafening. She picks up a plate, then drops it back into the soapy water, ELARA's bedroom. Dia clock radio displays 7:15 a.m. ELARA is sitting up in bed looking at her phone. She is dressed and focused. Her eyes are bright with a cold, clear resolution. She scrolls through her banking app and clicks on a recent large transaction. A wire transfer to Chloe. ELARA presses the Cancel Transaction button. The screen confirms the reversal. A substantial 5-figure sum is instantly returned to her account. ELARA, whispering to herself, the car is still waiting, babies. Suddenly the phone rings. It's Chloe. ELARA silences the call. ELARA's home office. Moments later, ELARA is at her computer looking at a spreadsheet. She hears her phone ringing relentlessly from the bedroom. She ignores it. She is meticulously calculating a series of long-term investments. She closes the spreadsheet. On her desktop is a large icon for Google Earth. She clicks it. The program opens, flying down to a beautiful, historic-looking building in a sunny coastal city. She zooms in close, focusing on a specific ornate balcony window. ELARA smiles, a small, dark, and utterly satisfied smile. Ext Turkish wedding venue. Day, the setting is breathtaking. A gorgeous seaside view. Guests are mingling, dressed beautifully. Chloe, in a stunning but incomplete wedding gown, is pacing frantically, talking to Ben, her fiancé, who looks pale and bewildered. Chloe, hysterical, "It's gone, Ben. The money is gone. The open bar budget, the florist deposit, the extra catering, it was all in the secondary account, and now the balance is zero." Ben, trying to remain calm, "Maybe it's a bank error, Chloe. A glitch." Chloe, waving her phone at him, No, I called the bank. They said the originating account requested a transaction reversal. It was a wire transfer. Ben, who sent the wire transfer? Chloe freezes, her eyes widening as the awful realization hits her. Chloe, voice a choked whisper, ELARA. Sound of a phone ringing. It's Chloe's. Chloe, desperate. She's calling me. She's been calling me all morning. She rushes to a quiet corner and answers. Chloe, frantic, ELARA. What have you done? NT. ELARA's home. Day ELARA is in her living room. Her two young children, Leo, 8, and Maya, 6, are sitting on the floor, happily playing with blocks. ELARA's phone is on the sofa beside her. It is ringing persistently. It's Chloe. ELARA watches her children build a tall, colorful tower. She gently pushes a stray lock of hair behind Maya's ear. ELARA picks up the ringing phone and looks at the caller ID. Chloe, 16 missed calls. She places the phone back down. She doesn't answer. Leo looking up at her. Mom, did you ever tell Aunt Chloe we won't be able to go to Turkey? ELARA, a gentle, melancholic expression. I told her, honey, Maya. Pouting. I wanted to see her dress. ELARA reaches down and lifts Maya onto her lap, hugging her tightly. ELARA, you'll see a beautiful dress one day, sweetie. You'll see lots of beautiful things. But the view from this window. She gestures to the sunlit living room window. This is the most important one. She looks at her phone again. It has stopped ringing. The silence is profound. XT, Turkish wedding venue, late afternoon. The wedding is in chaos. Guests are being politely but firmly ushered away. The small ceremony that was planned is being rushed through, devoid of any of the grand, expensive details Chloe had dreamed of. The elegant floral arrangements are sparse, the music is a small portable speaker, and the open bar is now a sad-looking water cooler. Chloe and Ben exchange their vows quickly, their faces a mixture of love and utter devastation. After the ceremony, Chloe walks away from the remaining guests and stands alone by the magnificent balcony, the one ELARA had zoomed in on with Google Earth. She pulls out her phone. She scrolls through her contacts until she finds ELARA. She taps on the contact. Instead of calling, she opens ELARA's recent text messages. She sees the long thread of texts she sent earlier in the day, angry, pleading, and finally, just desperate. She scrolls down to the last message ELARA sent her 3 weeks ago. After she initially asked ELARA for the money, ELARA text. So excited for you and Ben. I'm booking my flight tonight. Can't wait for us to have a sister weekend. Chloe collapses against the railing, finally giving in to the reality of what she has lost and what she has done. She realizes that ELARA's absence isn't just a lack of a person, but a hole where their future relationship was supposed to be. It was the financial help, yes, but it was also the hope of celebrating love together. By cutting ELARA, she had cut the foundation of their bond. Chloe, crying softly, whispering to the sea, it wasn't worth it. It was never worth it. She pulls up Google Earth on her phone. She finds ELARA's small, modest house. She zooms in on the living room window, imagining her sister there with the 2 children she cruelly dismissed. She sends one final, short text, not to her sister's phone, but to the void that has opened between them. Chloe, text. The view from this window is empty without you. She stands there, letting the tears flow. A heartbroken bride alone on a beautiful balcony that now represents the cold, clear line she drew between herself and the one person who truly loved her enough to help. The realization of her greed and cruelty is the most painful wedding gift of all. The end.